Diski Times, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Kaizer Chiefs 2, Stellenbosch Football Club 2. Number 9 versus number 10 in the DStv Premiership. Not the best teams in the country at the moment based on their log position. There was a penalty denied for Kaizer Chiefs. That's obvious. We get that out of the way. There were three-headed goals, people not picking up their markers. An exciting game that came to life in the last 20 minutes. Junior Khanye, former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder. Overall, what did you make of the game? I mean, it was a little bit dull in the first half, and then it sprung and came to life in the second half. Stellenbosch clearly were the side with the more dangerous opportunities and the better position as well.
Kuleko maprada kunjani? Ngibulise trucks. Ngibulise umntana ka Crest uMachaka. Ngibulise no Justice. Ngibulise no Benedict Vilakazi. Li visitor rona. Afethu kunjani, keep on supporting iDiskiTV, fighting no one, trying to fix South African football. Yeah. Nguleko, first of all, yazi a very exciting game in terms of goals.
Yeah, for sure. Entertainment.
Yeah. In terms of kora, abakorene it's very good logo. In terms of the game, mawunga check Stellenbosch, I think ngale ngabe side. A team that surprised me today. They're more fluid. Bebadlala i-4-2-3-1. Whereby badlala ngabantu abayi-3 up front, kusho ukuthi ulo mchita lo uDiprin, uMendieta, and what is his name, Timber, and bekulandela lo mchita lo uSankara behind them.
Yeah,
Sinkala. So now the 4-2-3-1 is beba master today ngoba mawunga checka iback four yabo, they were more of static. Wingback beyongahambi. Beba push the front three ukuthi ngadrop Chiefs ngasusipola at the back. Chiefs they know they are not comfortable, so the front three mele ngasusipola. When Chiefs the first Chief to play long ball, knowing ukuthi Daniel Akpeyi technical is not good in terms of kicking the ball. He can kick it ball ngel jump center unless it's sesandleni, but makasusi goal kick iba inkinga ulisusa phansi. But sesandleni, yes, he can kick it. So when they have the ball is two in the middle, bebanga gijim too much, makes minimize touches, cause the game by win the middle. I think the coach here stabilize about that diamond system. Labantu abayithuba bacheli with you guys, I need you to be close to each other. He plays this guy number 10, and then it becomes a problem there. Whereby win speed, decision making, ishaya labantu abayi-3 women data and uTimba decision making, cause mawunga checker the one-on-one, they're winning it.
Yeah.
By breaking Kaizer Chiefs decision making. Either they pass behind the teammate yakhe okanye badlale iphumele ngale ku throw in. Whereby ukuthi bakore Chiefs ngama throw in ngama crosses, it was going to be very difficult. I think in the by practice a training wherever. It's strength sabo anyway. Obviously 11 mayidlana 11 leqalayo. Izosa into by practice. So kuleko beku is good patile iKaizer Chiefs nale way in terms of ball position. Badlala ngama department. Robinson khuluma ngesente, but tactical is not awareness. Akekho mnandi. Technique. Tactical is not good. Ulahle position. Technique in terms of passing, bayakwazi ukushaya 30-meter pass. Bekana ukushaya ibhola edouble lapha in the middle. Ifike le mfana uMendieta maka-10. Mawungampressanga one-on-one kills you. It becomes a problem. Maka eliminate kuba 3 against 2. A problem bashaya decision making. Kaizer Chiefs mangicheka going Ngcobo. Kaizer Chiefs, they were not playing ama department as always. Bebadlala Stellenbosch ya cancela lento le yokuthi ba attacking or reinforce aba overloaded the side mawungaba checka ukuthi when every ball elisemoyeni or ubani wabo teammate yabo phethe ball, somebody must go, I mean reinforce, somebody must take a run. It was become a problem kule just bangakasuyisebenzisa. So ureinforce mangakwazi kuya phambili, Chiefs bengasi problem. Namagola ayithuma wacheck influential.
Yep.
When he took out Mendieta, elokuqala wambile Mendieta baphile off that pressure wa move. He got across Castro from the bench goal. But it defense Stellenbosch, where was he? You cannot do zonal marking. It's a cross there. There's zonal mark. Mas mabadala bantu boni opponent yako, obheka ibhola boni opponent yako. But now zonal mark we cross. You can't go one-on-one. Yeah. You understand? Ngoba Stellenbosch all in all, ngama department in terms of creating chances, I think they were much better game. Yeah, in terms of fluidity.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, fact, fluidity. Disappointed with Daniel Akpeyi. The coach Kaizer Chiefs, Ngcobo won't use him weekend. He's going to use Abukama. He starts with Ngcobo. Kaizer Chiefs coach Kevin. Secondly, Daniel Akpeyi weekend, we share one pump, drop kick. And then he got a red card. Or nearly cost the team. Fortunate enough team ya win. Baba under pressure magapuma. They had to buy some fight wa maning but holding red card. Ngcobo. You play that Ngcobo that you won't use him against Horror. And to focus if I'm not I mean he has to focus on Champions League.
Yeah.
Is supposed to use the players that he's gonna use weekend. Weekend beganga dlali ngomatho. Today play with Chow. Without defending I consider today but consider 2 goals. Chow came back.
Ngezana was center back.
Chow came back today, Ngezana right back. So another thing, we let Katsande not even in the 18 weekend. Today number 9 coach.
Yeah, I think we won't get a second half on the weekend, but I get your point. He doesn't play often.
It didn't play. Second half. Today you start him. What I'm trying to say, Guti, the coach was it Mashiane didn't give you nothing weekend, and then you start him today. So I don't understand Guti coach Tragwenzan because as well in nation where he can play now was reinforced. I must be more give him the ball, will play, and then when you Steve Park it will overloaded the last side, and then now I check. Maka overloaded the other side decision making Steve Park mshayeli. Chiefs in terms of department Katsane win many balls ubambi ball ukudlula wonke umuntu I think first half. But in terms of decision making less. We're talking about the international player. So he came Chiefs fell a middle and then he came Stellenbosch winning a middle. Some college Chiefs they score because of reinforcer Uchemaba Kipumendieta. He was more of going forward.
Yeah.
And then Amakole Stellenbosch they score because in the middle they dominate. And up front there, beginning movement ending. So in the middle, look at Kaizer Chiefs. Weakest point. Each and every game, once to stabilize the middle, it's a problem. Katsande as nisho. Magazo Ubambi Pola more than Ngcobo no Koranin. Because Ubambi Pola is sometimes pass sideways or Akshai Alumela. So who is good opponent Aluine, cause of a person. Ngcobo. Namshawdlalile ngamamomentum mfana but you can't rely on that point mhlalini issue mawunga check coaches dlala supaka in the middle Ngcobo na you let Katsande diamond system sort of but they are scattered omunye so I couldn't understand people that did fika kanjani with Ngcobo Mashiane if Ngcobo doesn't hold akabambi police eside in terms of amfide uzofunctiona kanjani and he can't create a space for himself. Remember bonila shoot umuntu ala kuna 2 njalo trying it mina ngimreach as a center back I'm telling you. So
yeah. There were a couple of technical things Akpeyi and I notice them every time. Akpeyi has a problem with his footwork in the first place. That's why he got a red card over the weekend. But mainly his footwork problem arises when it's a corner because he has a problem of allowing the ball to fly over his head. He doesn't know how to position himself. He doesn't know how to attack the ball. Today it happened again. He did not come out when he needed to come out. I don't know, for some reason he thought he needed to come out in that ball. He scored a Stellenbosch. I don't think he's going to improve. It's something that even Joseph Khanye was saying when we had him here, and he was saying, no, this guy, I've known him. He has a problem with his footwork. And I started noticing it. He has a problem with footwork. Why do you continuously use him when it has such basic errors? He can't kick the ball, he can't trap the ball. Whenever he takes a goal kick, he'll probably go out. This is not hate, it's technical criticism or critiquing of his work. Why is he continuing to play?
The problem now why was signed for Chiefs. Mhlolo daylight robber, Mhlolo serious number 1 technical is poor. Handling Kinga in terms of Zusho, doesn't have quick feet.
Yeah.
Diver slow. Ushay timing. Le pole imshangi one pump uphumile uyabona highline lewale away ngikhuluma nga weekend imshayile namhlanje bashayi khona uyalinda so shanga enhloko net igoal shanteni ngakhulu ngiyaxolisa okay second ball bel more quicker but he's doing ama mistake engayenza mhlambe engwa expect to tense ama goalkeeper mhlambe bo ABC Municipal League goalkeepers we talking about the goalkeeper that is in the team of one of the best in the Africa if in terms of history. uhlalisa number 1 goalkeeper with South African Bafana number 1. When he does this mistake, that number 1, he goes out. He coaching Zamuguzbuza, he proven. Because when he say he build confident, he am exposed. He expose him. You can't rely on him. Ipola mali yakuye. Unokuthi bamphasa trap strikers gijime so. Ngibe uba nervous mangabe uyiteammate yakhe ngoba unokulinda umuntu makala khana lishaya. What if uyalishaya liyashama stars langena. So uDaniel Akpeyi inkuleko ushaya into eningi kakhulu njengoba ngisho ziningi kakhulu so for him ukuthi abe ku Kaizer Chiefs number 1 ku number 1 spot. A problem kakhulu and West Party am trust lengwenya even last season for ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs lose. Yeah, I lose it. I think unesandla kunenye mina ngitshelile nkuleko ngathi mina I touch card ukuthi ngibona player ma product. Unfortunately I and nabanye abantu mina ngibheka ngendlela yami. Asangithatha isikhathi ngimbheka uChipa when Chiefs sign him ngazibuza ukuthi bamsa kuphi because this thing ukuthi is a Nigerian goalkeeper number 1 asenze in proper assessment second ukuthi media 18 or somebody is recommending kanjani proper assessment izokwenza ukuthi ube good player ukuthi sinyarasa ngayo umuntu can do proper assessment with your eyes and ulibheke as a football a person who understand the game not as a spectator so uDaniel Akpeyi namhlanje le bhola leli njengoba ngisho second goal wenza iblanda especially first goal not second and kunama blanda amaningi that is awenza week in and week out but they keep on playing him so unfortunately ibhlunga kakhulu so nkuleko all in on njengoba ngisummarise le game i-game was ama goal in terms of goal entertaining Stellenbosch be more of sharing the ball kunabantu kunothando kunevar abantu abalifuna ivar ivar belizobasindisa they supposed to learn simple in terms of ukuthi babe arrogant they must be learning accept to learn this team ivar ngitshelile last when they won ngathi they false win Stellenbosch bangaphansi kwabo Stellenbosch all the game they playing aba dominate ama game they playing aerially high balls long ball aerial today bathe Buhlane Chiefs can play ba utilize la wing back mawunga check badlala amabhola same as the coach le with that Casablanca kishilo when you play Chiefs 10 minutes kungithathe 10 minutes ukuthi ngibabone ngatshela amawing ama-cheat ngikhuluma ngalabantu abayi-3 so when the same Steve Barker le 3 beningi Chiefs inkinga la front because they can't start the ball at the back mara bafuna ukudlala at the back abacombine badangalaza omunyule kunema pockets and abana speed they press too high abana speed so i-coaching it goes down coaching iyangicaka ki-coach mangabe uKevin Antu uzorelya ku-reinforce kuyi-left back or right back very disappointing atheka yagiwe ngoba naku uye phambili kayi-2 ukucala ushaya i-cross goal second wa-assist Mashiane and Mashiane if singaba nevari got about 2-3 chances umfana sekuyisikhathi adlala he must score those chances cause umanye amkhiphile kayi-2 if not mistaken he must score cause amalo waso come mhlambe ku top 8 account ukuthi amagoli mhlambe is supposed ukuthi ukorile ba counter lama results so going forward I know coach sazomdlalisa ile nto ngitshela yona ngithi izinto we don't do proper assessment the coach iko ngibuza ukuthi uKevin mhlambe ukucagela knowledge yakhe for me too short I'm sorry because today it come on the bench at Zuma yeah ngiyakhuluma uma uzothi ba unfit I understand ukuthi ukhuluma ngoba ngizoquestiona kakhulu uthawa it was 2 games without playing if you prepare ukama you know you will need him remember unabo Nakovic play him of Daliso Castro ngithi uzomnida weekend the striker sakhe stop esinye simangabe less out you understand so I'm sorry kusho so you need those players ngikhuluma ngokhama njengayo uZuma i-coach mayizodayina ama-ball player na kumfakile uBakasti game change it a ball player uBakasti wenza umehluko nkuleko because bekayenza izinto ukatsanda ngaze simplify thing didn't go and kick the people instead he did forward passes amaningi kakhulu in terms of creativity bombona ukuthi when he got the ball something can happen which is true yenzekile so bekakwazi kubafita labafana yena uMashiane is not a person who can take player on but bekaphila offer bekadlala behind ngoba bese i-defense lo beseyikhathela I think Stellenbosch so yeah all in all njengoba ngibeka i-game ngama-goal it was beautiful not akusama spectacular goal both teams ama-aerial they score ngenhloko which is anybody's ball going forward inkinga the way you playing now determine the future you can't rely on heading so I'm very disappointed mina yes standard of football ngiyazi abanye abantu bajabulile i-goal it's a goal going forward are you going to score with goals ngenhloko wonke na it's a problem so Laka lo mfana lo very good goal. Laka lo ngoba it's typical South African football. Play. Laka Ngcobo brought back, use the proper technique. Laka goalkeeper suka Konesco. That's what we expected in South Africa. We need to grow. Yeah. All in all, is like that in Kuleko.
All right, so there you go. That's Kaizer Chiefs, Stellenbosch Football Club. I suppose number 9 versus number 10. Entertaining towards the end, but of course there were so many challenges. If you were watching the game, you will know which there are some challenges on both sides because every time Stellenbosch was scoring, they were conceding goals. I'm sure they will have problems with their defense. Kaizer Chiefs now, but they will also have problems, especially with their goalkeeper in the way that it deals with aerial balls. iDiskiTimes.co.za, iDiskiTV on Facebook, just past 100,000 followers now on Facebook. We are sponsored by World Sports Betting, wsb.co.za. Thank you very much for watching us.